Hi everyone, today we're back landscaping. I'm getting an early start to the morning. I got over to the shop around 5:50, hopped in the Chevy Duramax, and I picked up 1 ton of 3/4 inch gravel for today's job. And once again I was low on diesel, so I stopped at Casey's, filled up, and I did grab a lunch for the day here. But let's get on back to the shop, get the equipment we need, and get on to the job. Like always guys, there's a full mods list link down below, and if you end up enjoying today's video, help me out by hitting the like button. Today we've been hired by one of our weekly lawn care clients. They just bought a toy hauler and they said that they've been parking it on the grass, and with all the fall rain they said there's a little bit of mud, and they want us to build a gravel pad here. So I picked up 3/4 inch gravel, about 1 ton of it, a full truck load, and we need to go get a skid steer so that we can get today's job done here. Now this is supposed to be a half-day job. I actually have to go help on another project later on today. It looks like there's several guys already here at the shop. Now some of the trucks and trailers have been left like this since yesterday here, but we do have some equipment out at the job sites here. We're doing some excavation, some grading jobs, and just so many different jobs we're doing, which is great here. But why don't we take this trailer? This is going to be the easiest for us. A little bit further, right about there. Let's take a look in the shop and see what skid steers are available here. So I see the new Takachi, and I don't really see any of the other ones here. I actually noticed one skid steer over there. We got one on that trailer there and another one. So yeah, it looks like this is the only skid steer here. The Bobcats are out at the same job, and I don't really want to use a compact tractor, so why don't we use a new machine? I'm super excited to give the new skid steer a try. We picked this up last week here. This will be our first job getting to use it, and I don't think any of the employees have used it just yet here. This is going to be really exciting, and this will be the perfect job here for it. Now one thing we do need is a plate compactor. It's a good thing I just saw this here. I definitely would have forgot it since I wasn't really thinking about it here. Sometimes that happens and then you have to drive all the way back to the shop. We're leaving the shop just before 7 a.m. I am a bit surprised I was able to do that there. I had to pick up the materials, get the skid steer, but I'm pretty good at timing here. Just have to be prepared and just have really good time management. But here we are at the job. This is going to be a pretty fun one. Guys, we are on a super busy street here. I got the truck fully on the side road, and before I got out, I made sure we weren't going to get the door taken off here. But this is a job, guys. We have to build a gravel pad for this truck and trailer here. This is a customer's pickup truck and toy hauler here. This looks to be a Chevy High Country. Whoa, that is one pretty sweet truck here with a Duramax engine here. This is his toy hauler, and you guys can see, look at that. There's mud, there's tire tracks. I mean, yeah, this thing, I think he's going to get stuck if he keeps parking here in the mud, and these toy haulers are really heavy as well, so it's a good idea to have a nice solid pad here. So what he wants us to do is to go out about 15 feet. My work boot here is right around a foot here, so that's about 15, and we'll go the full length of it all the way just like this here. We'll keep on going, and then we'll just angle it nice and blend it back to the driveway here. So why don't we get this moved, and we'll get the skid steer here. We have to remove all this topsoil, this little bit of gravel, and all this mud has to really be removed, and we'll just make a pile out back for him. Take a look at this truck, guys. This is a High Country, so this is a top trim Silverado, and that is one pretty sweet truck here. Maybe for my next daily, I might want to look into a truck like that here, but let's get the skid steer going. I really want to get to work here and see how much we could get done, since like I mentioned, I really want this to be a half-day project. The early morning sun is going to have a little bit of a reflection here on the skid steer, but I don't think that is too tricky here for us. But let's see if we can get going on it. Now, we don't have teeth on this bucket, but it looks like with the mud and everything, I don't think the ground is too solid, even though we did get our first freeze overnight. The skid steer made quick work of this here. That now the homeowner did want a little pile around back, which we did do, even though there was a little bit of gravel mixed in. He said he wants to patch a few holes around his property with it, so that works out for us. It's a little bit cheaper for him, not having to charge to remove it here. But yeah, I think, guys, we are ready to unload the gravel. Let's get to spreading this gravel here. Now, I did try to do a little bit of tailgating here, but I do want to use a skid steer here. Tailgating does help out quite a bit, but at the same time, I think I could even do a better job just here with the skid loader in the bucket. The controls on the skid steer are really sensitive here. I think I might have to work on that. That's just something here in the settings of the skid steer. But yeah, I think we're almost there. Just trying to make sure we get every place covered. Now, I do want to run the plate compactor over. That way, if you were to drive in this 3-4 inches of gravel, I kind of think the tire might sink just a little bit here. And we don't want that for the homeowner here, especially when he's backing in a pretty heavy trucking trailer there. So that looks to be good. Let's see if we can get it compacted. I can already see a little bit of a difference here, which means this is working. Now, this plate compactor, guys, we have 2 or 3 of them. And actually, really quick story, one of the guys ended up tipping it over when he was unloading out of the bucket here. He flooded the engine with oil and tried to start it, and actually we had to end up getting the entire plate compactor replaced there. So that wasn't the best, but these things just keep on working. I think that was our only time we've had any sort of mechanical breakdown with a machine like this plate compactor here within the last week or so. But like I mentioned, things happen when you're running a business. But wow, this looks awesome. I'm really excited for how it turned out there. So I think we're good to go with a compactor. Why don't we get the toy hauler parked back in place, and let's take a look. And just like that, another project is complete. This thing turned out awesome there. We went about 15 feet wide to give them extra room on either side, and that I think is going to work out quite well here. And we did go a little bit longer, a little bit further than the house, and a little bit more of an angle up front for him. But guys, that's pretty much it. I got to get the skid steer loaded up here. We got to go to another job on the other side of town. So until next time, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next one and subscribe for more.